Olympics. I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, So I never would have had a moment to where I would watch.
YouTube, what's going on? Witty P coming back with another one. Let's get it. Definitely want to do a reaction. As you can see, NFL safety Jonathan Owens. He say he's the catch in his relationship with Simone Biles. Yes, with his wife. They're married. They were married in April of this year, but he say he's the catching. He should feel this way. He should. Because women, they feel like they're the catching. How do you measure who's the catch? How do you? Because if he's bringing financial stability to the relationship, and the woman, she doesn't bring in that much money, first thing she gonna say, I brought emotional stability to the relationship. So she gonna always say her emotional stability is just as, good as his financial stability. So how do you measure it? And then, man, we can't use that emotional stability argument if our girl make more money than us in a relationship. So how do you really measure this? Because, man, we can't use that emotional stability argument that we bring to the relationship. Only women can use that. So women always have their way of saying they're the catch. Even though Simone Biles, she did not say she was the catch. She actually agreed with her husband, Jonathan Owens, that he's the catch. But all the women did not agree. They did not agree. They say Merry Christmas to Mr. and Mrs. Biles. That's what they say on, Instagram and shit like that. They were saying Merry Christmas to Mr. and Mrs. Biles. Basically saying, since her net worth is more than his, when I checked it, it was like around 16 million. And his was roughly around 7 million. So they're measuring it off that. They are. But as soon as the guy makes more money, everybody say, women bring emotional stability to the relationship. So that's their way of being equal. And the only way you can really measure who's the catch in the relationship, there's two ways you can kind of measure it. Who was in a better situation before y'all got in a relationship? That's one way you can measure it, I guess you could say. But then you'll have some people say maybe somebody was single because they wanted to be single, or they were in so many relationships, just trying to find the one. And so how can you measure who was in a better situation before y'all came together? Because somebody may have been single for a long time, and the other party may have been in and out of so many relationships. So how do you measure who was in a better situation? The only way you can measure who's truly the catch is once y'all separate. Who's better off? Financially, spiritually, all of those type of ways, That's the only way you can measure it. Like, who's still prospering in life in a positive way. That's the only way you can measure who's truly the catch. Who's still prospering. But women are always going to say they bring emotional stability to men. We can only bring financial stability to the relationship to say we're the catch. That's the only way we can really say we're the catch, is if we bring financial stability to the relationship. But I want to give you a little more context for TMZ, because they say fans bombard Jonathan Owens' Instagram. Yes, Simone Biles fans are going after her hubby, Jonathan Owens, relentlessly trolling him on Instagram after the NFL player controversially said he was the catch in their relationship. Yes, he said this on the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and what's my linebacker name? I always forget his name. But yeah, it was the Pivot podcast. And that's when he said he was the catch. But, they ran straight to his network. And as soon as she was making more than him, Simone Biles, everybody saying, oh, how you the catch? She make more than you. So, man, technically, we're in a lose-lose. The Green Bay Packers safety made remarks on the Pivot podcast last week saying he did know who Biles was when he first met her while going on to call himself the real prize of the couple. That is funny. Like, okay, let's be real. He's not a Pro Bowler or all-pro safety in the league. So if he was to walk down the street or walk into a bar or walk into a club, nobody would know who he was. And same with Simone Biles. She's a pretty gal, but she doesn't have like this look where it's like you'd be like, oh, that's Simone Biles. No, you wouldn't know she was a 4-time gold medalist. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't. Like, they don't have that type of celebrity cachet, I guess you could say. They don't. They don't. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know unless you really watch the Olympics or you follow Simone Biles or like you a Green Bay Packers fan. That's the only way you would know. Let's be real. The comments were met with outrage because, after all, Biles is one of the greatest female competitors to ever walk the earth, and her fans are still clearly pissed over them, with many taking to his social media page recently to throw barbs. Merry Christmas to Mr. and Mrs. Simone Biles, one commenter wrote on Owens' Christmas Day post. I don't even know his name, another fan said. I just know him as Simone Biles' husband. Others took shot at Owens' bank account, writing, girl, have him sign a prenup. See? Man, we in a lose-lose, see? As soon as we start talking like that, they say, oh, you being selfish, you must not plan on being faithful. That's why you want her to sign a prenup. The couple, however, seems unbothered by the backlash. In fact, Biles actually rushed to his defense days ago, supporting Owens in an Instagram post. As for the pivot, co-host Ryan Clark, he clearly believes the whole drama is overblown, saying he thinks Owens' remark was nothing more than an innocent joke. But let's just hear what Jonathan Owens had to say when he was talking about Simone Biles when he was on the Pivot podcast. He has some more things to say. I want y'all to hear it. Check it out.
He messaged me, this was like a Tuesday, and we texted back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. We couldn't do much as COVID happened, everything was shut down, so she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes.
Trying to still kick it.
And the rest
real.
is history, man. So
you was really the catch in...
I always say we the men that catch, man.
They on dating apps too.
Yeah,
look,
so
everybody
really
on dating apps, even people that make
is what you saying.
You know,
I was fighting it. I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time,
that's what you're saying.
4-time gold.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this my third year. You know, I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But you know, like I said, man, it happened when you listen.
Hear what else he had to say. Hold on.
He's the catch in their relationship, since it was Simone who first strongly pursued him.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? Really, how she pulled me, man? That's the question.
He's the catch in their relationship, since it was Simone who first strongly pursued him.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? Really, how she pulled me, man? That's the question. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really...
Yeah, that's what Jonathan Owens had to say, and Simone Biles, she actually supported him when he said that. She was thirsty driving 45 miles trying to get hit. She was thirsty. She's trying to get hit. Yeah, it looked like he was the prize. You driving 45 miles. Shit, you was after something. But let me know what y'all think. What makes you the prize in a relationship? Technically, how do you measure it? What do you base it off? Let me know what y'all think, because I'm really interested to know. I am. Because I want to know what do you base it off of? Because women, they always going to say they bring emotional stability. And man, if they don't have the financial, stability, financial status, shit, he going to be getting called Mr. Biles and shit like that. So, lose for men. But let me know what y'all think. Drop something down in the comments. Keep it fire coming. Best way you can help is share the video. You know I keep it rolling. Video entertaining. Hit that cash app. Let's knock another one out. Bah, bah, bah. Let's get it.